champs held off the Lakers by 2. So the Cavs start in Brooklyn tonight against the Nets. 7:30 is the tip-off tonight here on MMS. 7 o'clock is when the pregame coverage will begin. We will be doing the show live from inside the RoMoFiHo on Friday for the Cavs home opener. They're going to be hosting the Oklahoma City Thunder on Friday night, and that is also a 7:30 tip-off.
Trying to get it set up so that we are broadcasting from Loudville just to force Bridget Linton to go to Loudville.
Oh, yeah, Bridget Linton is going to be sitting in with us again. We had a lot of fun with her last week. That was her first time on the show. And so she'll be joining us there at the RoMoFiHo. Just so she looks like she can take a bunch of stairs and not break a sweat.
Well, I mean, there's an escalator. It's not about...
Oh, you mean making her go up?
Yeah, it's not about the going upstairs or anything like that.
What if she opts for the stairs?
She has a lot of hookups for sporting events, so she gets great seats. So she prides herself on never having been in Loudville.
I see.
And so as people that primarily sit in Loudville, I feel like it's time.
Because she's going
to make the visit.
She would end up needing an oxygen tank, whereas we would be used to how thin the air is up there.
We are. Those are our people.
Yeah,
and she's all bougie, and she's used to being on the floor.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been as close as we were a decade ago when the Bulls were in town, and we were like in the third row on the floor. I think that's the closest I've ever been at a Cavs game. I'm usually way up in the rafters with everybody else.
Yeah, I've had some good seats at Cavs games, but I have no problem being up in Loudville or hanging out on that one end where they have the bar, Budweiser overlook. It's great. It's a good place to hang out and watch the game. Have some fun chatting with the other employees of iHeartMedia.
Do you think that you're frowned upon if you're in Loudville, but you're just kind of naturally more quiet?
Mm-hmm.
We don't cotton to your kind here. Notice you've been awfully quiet over there. You ain't from around here, is you? This here's Loudville, goddammit.
This is a reasonable level of Noiseville.
That's right. Go back to where you come from. Go back to your own seats. You don't like it here in Loudville.
This ain't Quiet Village.
That's how we do it. That's right. We don't reckon you're into tepid responses up here in Loudville.
I do love that they've made that branding happen to a point where it's just the worst seats. It's like the highest seats, but they're the loudest fans.
That's right.
So even if you're broke, you can be louder than
you can be at the game and be screaming and having a great time. Yeah.
It would make more sense to put the cheaper seats closer to the court so that those loud fans could get in the players' heads.
No, they don't want that. They're a bunch of running millionaires. They're like, we need to concentrate down here. We want, because what's the big complaint about the muckety-mucks who get courtside seats? They're never in them.
Right.
The people who have access to really great seats, they're up in the suite. They're up there with Poundcake, put stuffing chocolate chip cookies into their backpacks.
Or they have, on either side, they have different lounges. And people will be in the lounge, not even enjoying the game. Have I been to both those lounges? Of course I have.
Yes. Well, you are a local luminary, though. So that makes sense.
I've never gotten it because of who I am. It's just lucky.
You've weaseled your way in? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, it's just like my buddy had tickets, and he gave them to me, not because I'm on the Alan Cox Show or, a comedian of somewhat renowned status. They just go, I couldn't make it. It's snowing. You seem desperate enough to go out in a snowstorm, so you can have these courtside tickets.
Desperate. Hey, the Arizona Diamondbacks stunned the Phillies in Philadelphia, and they're going to the World Series.
Seawald to strike away. Here he comes. Cave, a fly ball to right field. Over is Carroll. He's got it. And the Arizona Diamondbacks are headed to the World Series. The Diamondbacks have won the National League pennant. And the Fall Classic will return to the desert.
The Diamondbacks will play the Texas Rangers, if you're paying attention to the World Series. Game 1 is Friday in Arlington, Texas. Barstool tweeted a little video clip of a guy in Philly. Did you see this? Greatest Philly guy ever. If you want to bring that up on
I have
camera
not seen
6
this.
there.
I love him already.
He's got one tooth hanging in his head. I don't know how you get to that point.
His eyes going one way. Yeah.
Uh-huh. That's
Let's go, Billy! Game 7 tomorrow night! Let's go, Billy!
Oh, God, they're all broken off at the gum line. God bless that guy. Well, his team
Did not
make it. I wonder if he, I certainly hope he didn't bet that last tooth on the Phillies going to the World Series. Chef Gritty knock it out for him when he gets back home. So the D-backs beat the Phillies. Yeah, they're in Philadelphia. And it was a wild time.
The Simpsons where Homer's trying to save the dental plan, and he's like, and Willie, where would you be without the dental plan? And he's got the one tooth. And he's like, oh, we know without old Champa here. He bites into a can.
Willie, the groundskeeper Willie?
No, it wasn't groundskeeper Willie. I don't know if it was actually Willie, but it was just like a...
For a meeting.
Yeah.
In exchange for that, we have to give up our dental plan.
So long, dental plan! Dental plan!
Lisa needs braces.
Dental plan!
Lisa needs braces.
Dental plan!
Lisa needs braces.
Dental plan!
Well, this is
Lisa
early
needs
Simpsons.
braces.
Yeah.
Dental
Like
plan!
season
Lisa
4.
needs braces.
Dental plan!
Lisa needs braces.
If we give up our dental plan, I'll have to pay for Lisa's braces. You be without that dental plan. I wouldn't have old Chomper your tooth.
Yoink!
Hey!
And Gummy Joe.
Gummy
Where would
Joe.
you be without that dental plan? I wouldn't have old Chomper here, that's for sure.
He opens a can
You know
of
what
pop
I-
with it. One Chomper. One tooth. Well,
And
that's that
Gummy
kind of thing.
Joe.
Gummy Joe.
Yeah, the Philly's version of Gummy Joe.
Mm-hmm.
If he would have said that and then used that tooth to open a pop can, that would have been the best thing ever.
So if you're one of our bureau chiefs in the great state of Arizona, or if you're one of our bureau chiefs down in Texas, probably got a couple dozen between those two states. You're going to see the Diamondbacks play the Rangers starting Friday. I don't know if there's a favorite. I don't know what's going on. Who cares? I got money here for you. It's $1,000. Courtesy of the Buzzard Bookie. You still got plenty of these, so don't let them go to waste, but I hope you win. Good luck.
This is your chance to bet with the Buzzard Bookie and win $1,000 now. Enter this nationwide keyword at WMMS.com. Grand. That's grand. Enter it now at WMMS.com.
Somebody got telling me that Myles Garrett has purchased a minority stake in the Cleveland Cavaliers. And he'll also serve as an official Cavaliers brand ambassador. Did you see that Lil Wayne bought a big stake in pickleball?
Oh, yeah?
I did see that when I was looking for sports break stories.
Yeah. That's not going to be in the sports break, is it?
It is
I didn't
not.
blow anything for you, did I?
No, it is
Oh,
not. I didn't.
all right.
I didn't find anything super fascinating about it. They're trying to make pickleball a thing, and it's just not a thing.
Well, it is. It is very
is.
much a thing, except it's almost to the point where it's going to jump the shark before anybody can make money on it. Because at least in municipalities around the country, it's so loud that people complain. You know, there are all these plans to make these pickleball courts. So it is a big deal. There's like a national pickleball thing that has a lot of celebrity heft behind it.
I just has there been any sports that will be bigger than the big three? I didn't think that sports could really make that much money if it's not
It's
that
not
big.
about them being that big. It's
You can
more
make money
about-
in anything.
Yeah, it's just about doing leagues and selling paddles and stuff like that. There's tons
You're
of
selling
different
the
ways.
hype.
Yeah. I don't know if they're going to make it into like a televised league that people are going to watch, but I mean, they do cornhole on TV. So I
Yeah.
can see pickleball getting some sort of league like that.
Also, the long game, I have to imagine, is that eventually they would like pickleball in the Olympics. And that's when you really start making some money. So I'm sure that those wheels are in motion. I'm sure
If
that
you're on the
plan
men's
is
I just
team.
think about all the athletes that have been trying out for things like, oh no, swimming's not my thing. I'm not good at polo. I'm not good at soccer or and they're like, pickleball. I'm so glad pickleball was invented because I am the best pickleballer ever. They found out somebody's niche.
Well, I think the hurdle that pickleball has is trying to convince younger people to play it because it's been a thing since the 60s for the 65 and up crowd. But I think the reason that it started getting put on people's radar was that kids were kind of like, you know, post-college or whatever, were kind of tongue-in-cheek playing pickleball, kind of ironically maybe. But, I mean, there's 5 new sports going into the Olympics next year. We've talked about them. The sport climate.
No, I don't. I'm just being honest. I appreciate what sports does for people. It gives them a sense of meaning or purpose, I should say. I love athletes. You know, it's a healthy thing to do, to invest your time.
But
and
you are
energy
not
into something.
competitive.
I'm not a sports guy. I just
That's why he's Pittsburgh's best sports talker, because he can be agnostic about it. He doesn't have any emotional attachment to it. What'd I say?
You said Pittsburgh.
Cleveland's best sports talker.
I can't be Pittsburgh. And maybe I'll just, you know, that'll be my next thing.
That's why he's Cleveland's. I forgot where I was for a second. Cleveland's best sports talker, because he doesn't have any feelings about it one way or the other.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a fan of people following their dreams. That's what I'm a fan of. I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan of sports. I like the environment. I like the atmosphere. I like how everyone is all, you know, pent up about it. But it's not my thing.
Competition's good for the soul. Think about all those people.
Competition.
Think about all, even unhealthy competition. That's good for you, too.
I don't think that's good for you. I don't
Why?
think it should ruin your day if your team loses.
Well, I'm not saying ruin your day, but, you know, healthy competition. What are the boundaries of healthy competition?
What I just said, like, take a Browns fan, for instance. If their team loses, like, they are crushed. Like, they cry, or they don't talk to their wife. They don't talk to their kids.
They break their TV. They punch a hole in the wall.
That's unhealthy. That's something that doesn't
But that's not competition.
They're competing
That's
with
someone
another team.
who are they competing against?
They want their team to win. Some of them,
Right, but that's so different. That's just a parasocial relationship with a sports team.
Okay, if you're said player on a Browns team.
No. If you play like softball or something and you lose and you take it so serious that you
don't eat or you don't
or you hit your car with your bat or something.
You know, you're so mad at the other player for winning.
I'll try harder next time. Don't take it out in your car.
There's levels.
You get into a fight after the game.
Yeah, right. A lot of pickleball fights out there. Well, the Poundcake Sports Break, brand new and award-winning, will be showing up again around 5:30 today.
Hey, Alan, this is Steve from Parma Heights. On your last show, you were talking about rock and roll McDonald's, and that brought back some memories of Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law. On the Season 1 DVDs, there's a song playing over the main menu, and it's a song that sounds exactly like that, except it's called Birdman Kicked My Ass. Just wanted to share that with you. I love myself very much. You, not so much. Bye.
I love Birdman Kick. That's another Wesley Willis song. Boy, anytime I dip my toe in the Wesley Willis pool, everybody comes out of the woodwork.
He's got hits.
Birdman caught me on his property. He saw me trespassing his real estate. He reached in his pocket for a pistol. He came after me and pistol whipped my behind. Birdman kicked my ass. Birdman kicked my ass. Birdman kicked my ass. Birdman kicked my ass. Rock over London. Rock over Chicago. Heinz is America's favorite ketchup.
Yesterday it was Wheaties Breakfast of Champions. Birdman kicked my Heinz, America's favorite ketchup. Oh, God bless you. The late Wesley Willis. Birdman kicked my ass. You can sing along. There's no subtext with the lyrics. It couldn't be more surface. It's all very literal. You go, what's this song called? Birdman kicked my ass. And that's the chorus over and over again. Oh, it's great. Well, it makes perfect sense they would use that on Harvey Birdman. The great Gary Cole doing the voice. All right. Well, listen, think about all the people who are going to be engaging in unhealthy competition, Poundcake, for that Breakfast Club gig. All those people. Alan, I can't find a tennis court anymore because of goddamn pickleball. Yeah, they've been retrofitting a lot of, but in fairness, it's usually a lot of tennis courts that weren't being used because you're not going to, tear up your tennis courts. Poundcake could throw the javelin. What about that? You did track and field back in the day, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
Get that one like in Revenge of the Nerds.
No, I always wanted.
Lamar Luttrell?
Yeah.
Oh.
Where he makes that javelin that's all big and wobbly, and then he throws it for like a record.
Right.
Yeah, I did relay. I always wanted to do relay. I thought I would be really good because I'm fast for short periods of time. They always, for whatever reason, they always made me do distance. I was like, I'm not good at distance. Can you stop? And I don't know. I think there was too many people that were competitive for the spot of relay that I didn't get a chance to do it. So.
Worms was a master at aerodynamics, and he designed the javelin to go along with Lamar's limp-wristed throwing style.
Lamar's limp-wristed throwing style. That was the hook of that movie, right? For that character, Revenge of the Nerds. Was Lamar Luttrell was this really stereotypical, like, gay dude.
Mm-hmm. The token black gay.
Nice.
He wasn't even a nerd. He was just gay.
Oh, he wasn't a nerd?
I mean, I
thought
guess
they all
he
hung
was.
out. Yeah,
I mean, he hung out, but like...
the nerds had to get revenge.
Yeah.
Why does his name have to sound so gay? That sounds like a gay guy's name, Lamar Luttrell.
Well, I think that's what they were going for, right?
Lamar Luttrell.
I'm going to take a break here. If you want to send a text, 35192 to get me there. AlanCoxShow.com for everything else. If you want to watch live and listen wherever on the iHeartRadio app.
A bit of advice this football.